Welcome to another episode of Rotten and the Freeman Show. Mr. Ruttman, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. This is a late night. Son's going back to school tomorrow, and I'm excited for it. But I'm so happy to record with you.
Yeah, man. My kids are going back to school tomorrow. It's kind of a chill night here at Freeman Kingdom. Me and my oldest son, we went to see Jurassic Park earlier in 4K and 3D. So, man, it's been a very, very nice day.
Nice and easy.
Yeah. So it's kind of a blind topic I want to talk to you about. You know, a lot of times in music, I know you love music, right? And I love music.
Yes, sir.
I grew up playing drums. You play guitar. You play drums. You play all kinds of instruments. But a lot of times people say, I don't want politics in my music unless that politics favors for them. So I was just wondering your output. You know, like I'm a huge fan of Rage Against the Machine. They've been singing about wake up, being woke, all that since 92, since their album come out. But then you got people that'll mention something in politics or celebrities, and they're like, you know, they just need to act or they just need to play their music. But if it caters to them, it seems like that they curl up and say, power to that song that's very epic. Now, there's a new guy, Oliver Anthony, that's got a song out, and it's called Richmond North of Richmond. And I know you, the reason I want to talk about this is because you said you haven't heard this song, and the song is about, you know, bullcrap pay and working overtime and never getting ahead and, you know, working for the rich man, and pretty much says that fat people are on welfare and you're buying all this, that, and the other. And it seems like a lot of people that I know have sucked this song up, and they even played it at the Republican debates last week. They played it behind the stage. So it seems like a lot of people on, whether you're right or left, I don't really care for politicians myself. I work hard for my family. I provide. But it seems like a lot of people on the right were sucking up this song saying, yeah, man, he's speaking for us. But after the debates and after they played a song on the radio, he come out here yesterday and said, you know, it was neat seeing my song on the Republican debates on that big stage. He said, but, you know, that song was wrote for them people on that stage. He said, this song's not really a Joe Biden song. It don't have nothing to do with him. It's the people that's on that stage. You know, they're trying to suck up my song pretty much. He said, I'm not Republican. You know, I'm not political in any way. So how is it with you with politics?
Well,
and when it comes to music or whatever, you know, I understand people do things, but it seems like people suck up to the things that they like and just want to crap on everything that they don't like. But this guy's kind of like, you know, man, you guys are playing my song, but the song's not for you guys.
Yeah. Well, music can be divisive, right? And it can divide people too. But did they get his permission to play this song? How did they?
Well, this guy is from Virginia, Farmville, Virginia. He wrote a song. They say he turned down an $8 million deal once this song went viral, but he's number one on iTunes. I heard reports he was making about $40,000 a day now through the downloads and stuff like that. But it's a song that he just put out. And I wanted to talk this with you because, like I said, you haven't heard this song. I don't know how you've avoided hearing this song because it's everywhere. Even morning radio, WKZL here locally is talking about this song, you know, Make It or Break It, and everybody called in. But then you see people of all nationalities giving reviews of this song, talking about, man, this guy knows what he's talking about. You know, we love this guy. You know, all colors, all races are absolutely loving this up. But then you got people that usually claim that they hate politics and their stuff, kind of sucking this song up, saying it's not a one-sided thing. It's the guy saying, you know, this is not a political song. This is a people song.
Yeah. So this seems like a domino flip of that Jason Aldean situation a few months back, right? So it sounds like this guy, what's his name again?
Oliver Anthony.
Oliver Anthony. He's singing about stuff that's very familiar to me. And maybe every blue collar person, you know, that being a machinist or being a welder or, you know,
a welder.
It seems to talk to everybody. So he sounds like an everyday person that really got a great break. And now he's doing really well with his music and his passion. So kudos to him. My hat's off to him. But for people to take that as their anthem and use it against another side is very classic politics. You know, that's elephants and donkeys ripping each other's heads off. And it's funny if what I'm putting together is true. It's funny that they are using a song that is really meant for somebody else and they're trying to take it as their own anthem. So it's I know that music can make or break society. It can make or break a whole ideology, if that makes sense. but it is a language, but the internet is God, so you can write the worst song of all time, like mumble rap. I love rap, but I cannot stand mumble rap, but somehow it got on the internet and now it's super popular somehow. And I don't understand a word they're saying. I'm sure that it's emotional or whatever, from wherever they come from. I don't understand a damn word they're talking about. The beat's okay, but it's something that my Casio keyboard could have made back in the 70s.
Yeah, and like I said, it's I don't know, man. I don't know how to think about it. I just know I see people complain.
So who is this guy? Who is there like a background for this dude? Is he a political guy or something?
No, he's just a country guy from Farmville, Virginia that had some injuries, had some bad luck in the work industry. Okay. But a lot of people criticize him because he talks about overweight people eating fudge rounds and tax dollars going to only welfare type people. But I can kind of look over that myself. But it seems like that there's a balance there that everybody's getting. Like I said, of all races. But then you got, like I said, they're playing the Republican debate, talking about this is what we stand for. But he's like, no, man, that song's against you guys. I wrote that song for you.
Right.
You're taxing every dollar, in every way. But after we record this on our next session, maybe we can pick back up on it once you've heard this song. Okay. I don't know how you have avoided this song writing.
Dude, I'll tell you, the longer you know me, you'll see how important it is for me to avoid most things.
A lot,
it's important to me because I like to have a different perspective, an innocent perspective on almost everything. I don't want to call myself ignorant or dumb to it because I live here just like you do. It's a little teeny tiny rock, but I don't subscribe to a lot of stuff because I can see the anger that it brings to people, and I just don't subscribe to anger. Right. I got 40 hours a week at my job, and I don't want any of them to be angry. But I do love music, so I'm interested in this story. So I'm going to check it out. For sure.
Yeah. And I guess one of the weird things is like with my beard and I have long hair, a lot of times I hear people say things that think that I have a different opinion about and stereotype me here in the South of saying things that I don't agree with behind closed doors. Yeah. And I get that. And I'm sure you get that sometimes, Tori.
I do.
Like, hey, man, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, man, I really don't approve of the opinions that they're giving me or even the talk. I don't even want to talk about this. I just get mixed. I get stereotyped quick to being
Tell me if you ever get
not.
this.
I'm more hippie than anything.
Tell me if you ever I'm glad you brought that up. I get, hey, you think you can get me a bag? You think you can give me some good weed? I get that a lot.
Exactly,
I get it a lot,
like that.
Man. It's like, is it because of the beard or like what is it?
Yeah. And sometimes I hear people say some bad things and shameful things behind closed doors that I don't want to hear. But I wanted your opinion on that with music and stuff. It's kind of a big thing now. Like I said, this song went to #1 on iTunes. They played it at the Republican debate. I think it's a good song. I think there's a lot of points there, but in the end, we may find out that AI wrote this song. Who knows, Rotten? But we want to thank you guys for listening to Rotten and the Freeman Show. Yeah. You can find me everywhere on Instagram and X at FreemanDaddy5, TikTok, Sean Freeman. That's SHAWN Freeman 47 on TikTok, and Sean Freeman, SHAWN Freeman on Facebook. Rotten, where can people find you, buddy?
You find me on X at Eddie Rotten. Find me at Rotten Freeman. Please find me on Facebook under Eddie Rotten or William Hauser. Please find me right here on YouTube. It's YouTube/Rotten Freeman. Is that right? Right. The Rotten Freeman Show? Okay.
Yep.
So I'll get it down as well as you do one of these days. But until then, just search us out. You'll find us. Please subscribe, like and subscribe. Please ring the bell. Ding. Make sure that you do that so we can get our listenership and our viewership up. Every little click helps the show. So please help us out. Appreciate it. Love you guys. Thank you for listening.
Spotify. Remember, we're on Spotify, coming out iHeartRadio, TuneIn, Stitcher Radio, Apple Podcasts, all them places. And always, if you're listening to us in audio, you found us on Spotify, please go to youtube.com/@RottenFreeman. We love being on video also. But on behalf of Mr. Eddie Rotten and myself, Freeman 95, we call this episode of Rotten and the Freeman Show a total wrap, guys.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Love you. Have an awesome week. Have an awesome week. Love each other. Come on now. Little piss.